Testing, testing, testing. Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. Can you hear me, guys? I am live for this upcoming live stream. And can you guys hear me? We have St. Don, Mama Lou, Dumbbell Bully. Okay. Um, Run, Kurt, run. Maybe Kurt seen Daniel and is chasing to ask where he been. Nah. I don't think that'll be the case with Daniel. I don't think Daniel will be. I don't think I'll be chasing Daniel. I think that would be kind of weird. You know, I'm not one of those kind of now like boxing analysis. Um, Tony Lyons, yo, just got the notification. Nice. I'm figuring things out. I think. Um, okay, great. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I am glad to be on today. Um, Daniel Dubois, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois in the building. He is the guy in discussion. Where, oh, where is he? And I think I was going to delete this live stream, and I was like, you know what? What the hell? Let's go for it. Daniel Dubois, where is he? Where is he now? Okay. Well, one thing is he is at home. He left Monday, early Monday or early Sunday. He left Saudi Arabia early Sunday and went back to the UK. Went back home. He's still on meds. He's still on antibiotics, should I say? And a lot of things. Shout out to Radio Raheem from Seconds Out. Radio Raheem here. And he got an exclusive with Don Charles. Don Charles told Radio Raheem everything he knew about the beginning and the end. And to me, it sounded pretty legit to me. It answered a lot of questions about Daniel, what happened, how, I don't know. They didn't say how he got sick, but how does anybody get sick, He went home Monday, said Bill Keevan. He counterpunched to you. Every week you got to unsubscribe, then subscribe again. Trust me, it works. And hitting the like button works too. Nice. That's crazy. That's crazy you have to do all that, though. It would think like the longer you're on a channel, the more the server would become familiar with you, subscribe to a certain channel. So it should know to send notifications to you based on your activity or your walks of life through YouTube. But it is what it is, Triple G lost his ass Saturday night. He see the confidence in Parker and knew if he lost, he'd not get the Usyk fight that would pay much more money. I don't believe Don at all. Wow. Okay. DJ Anton, greetings from South Wales in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Counterpunch to you, DJ Anton. That's what I'm talking about. DJ Anton. Daniel, though, I feel bad that he went through all that. I do think, though, communication is key. Transparency is very, very important, because let's say, it's basically, it started Tuesday. Tuesday, he started feeling bad. And by Thursday, they pulled the plug. So they pulled the plug, whatever time frame, I'm assuming in the morning, Nikki Blue Eyes Austin, good evening to you as well in the building. Don gave the spin the Duck Crew wanted us to hear. Cape Town in the house, Clement Reuters. He got advantage for a while. Anything they say this close would be bad PR. He was a bit of a knob for jumping in the ring to Usyk. Well, a lot of people are going to think that, and a lot of people should think that based on the reputation and based on the character that Usyk has, because certain things you shouldn't do to peaceful people. Like you ever heard the saying, "Don't piss off a peaceful person"? That's Usyk. Like, don't make him mad because I don't think that would work, or I don't think that would help you as much. Because see, Daniels already know what it's like to piss off Alexander Usyk. He pissed him off. See, regardless of what we think or what we believe or what we feel, the punch that landed on Usyk was ruled low. Since it was ruled low, Alexander Usyk, in his mind, is on the floor with his hand shaking. You know, his hand was shaking, and he's thinking to himself, "This big bastard just tried. This big bastard just fouled me." And when he got up, he wasn't so sure about it until he got hit again low, which these blows were, you know, line stepping, right? They were stepping over the line. They were crossing the line. They were going below the belt, south of the border. And that's when Usyk really started to get pissed off. He started to get real aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And see, when you see Usyk getting ready to move a lot, he's getting ready to throw something hard. He just doesn't. That's the indicator. If he was a character on Mike Tyson's Punch Out and his name was, I don't know, you know, I don't know what you know, Vladimir Vandakov or something like that, he would, you could definitely tell, okay, man, he's about to hit you with a hard punch because he's moving too much, you know? Kurt, will Lawrence Clay versus I Get Caballero fantasy matchup? I think I'll get Caballero. Because one thing I learned about Lawrence Clay was good, but Lawrence Clay could be outworked because we've seen that in the Clifford ATN, the Black Rhino Clifford ATN fight. Clifford ATN was a heavyweight contender from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He fought Mike Tyson. He fought Fresno Kendo. He fought Lawrence Clay. He fought Lamont Brewster. Who else did he fight? But no, he was something to see. He was a very good in game and entertaining fighter. And he wiped the floor with Clay. Even though Clay tried to tried to rope a dope him. He tried to get him tired and he come off the ropes with punches, but he just didn't have enough. You better know what you're doing. Not everybody that tries the rope a dope will successfully win with the rope a dope. No issue with the Usyk decision, just bad PR for jumping in the ring when Parker was next. Bad again for being sick for Parker. Well, I mean, if he was sick and he wasn't ready, I don't think that he should have fought. But I do think speculation will always crowd that fight. I think the best thing for Danny Dubois should do for the integrity of his career or this situation, just fight Joseph Parker or fight Get Caballero. He has a choice. So if Alexander Usyk didn't want to fight him, what would he be doing versus what he should be doing? And more than likely, he wouldn't fight any of those guys. He wouldn't fight Joseph Parker, nor would he fight Get Caballero. I mean, I'm just calling it a buck. He would either fight Usyk or AJ. Usyk for the undisputed, AJ for the money. And it's crazy. We've already seen that AJ fight. Not saying that I like to see it. I like to see any fighter get his get back. So would it be good to see Joshua beat Dubois? It depends on how. If he pulls that Andy Ruiz 2 shit, where they're in Saudi Arabia and he just moves around in boxes, no, nobody wants to see that. I'm sorry. Nobody wants to see that type of shit. Nobody wants to see AJ go round after round, staying out of danger, outboxing Daniel Dubois, no knockdowns, and round after round. We don't want to see Anthony Stevenson, okay? Anthony Shakur Stevenson. We don't want to see that from AJ. So if you've seen AJ catch Daniel Dubois and really knock him out, that would be dope. But where would that leave Daniel Dubois? Nowhere. Because Daniel Dubois would be one of those fighters at that point. He's probably made the money. He probably would retire, even though as young as he is. Even Daniel Dubois, this year alone, he could retire. He has a house. He has all that stuff. He has money. He could retire. Jay, what's good? Kurt, just saw you were live. How you doing, sir? Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Kurt, what about Kurt 18? I get Caballero fantasy matchup. I don't know. That's a good fight because they both come forward, and it would depend on. Look, when we're talking about I get Caballero for a second, you have to consider who can hurt him. Because if you can't hurt or get Caballero, you're finished because he's going to eventually finish you. He's going to break you down to the body. He's going to get the chopping on that midsection, on those love handles, on those in that famous liver. He's going to start hitting you shots, solar plexus. Then he'll give you a 1-2 upstairs, and then with an uppercut just for safe measure. Then you're like, okay, not only is this dude beating me up to my body, but he's also throwing punches upstairs. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. I'd really love to see AJ Triple D again. AJ will destroy him quickly, in my opinion. I don't know. I think AJ does the same reason Daniel needs to fight Joseph Parker is the same reason AJ he needs to fight someone else for a tune-up. Jet versus Usyk and Parker versus Triple D. I can live with that. Akhtar, Dillian, or is it Dylan? I could live with that. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder next. I don't think that'll happen. I think that those fights are done. I think those fights are done, man. I think Wilder, if he gets the Ngannou fight, he's not fighting Joshua, and Joshua really wouldn't fight him. And by God, it helps him if he gets knocked out. It's over. Nobody would want to see Wilder again. Wilder, take that last turkey out of sheep check, go home, split it with your wives or woman or whoever, split it with them kids, and spend time with them, and let them love all over you, because that's it. Ladeco Perez. Yo, Kurt, was good? And crew, counterpunch to you, Ladeco. Judge Dreeder or Dredder. Wilder would need a tune-up. Just said that. Do you think Tyson Fury is going to come back? And if so, who should he fight? If Tyson was to come back, he would probably fight someone like Charles Martin. Or Joe Joyce now. You know what I mean? He would fight someone like that, and they can make it happen too. I still feel Andy Ruiz is a problem for the top guys. Andy Ruiz, Champy, is a problem to himself, so he can't be a problem to these other guys. I'm sorry, I said it. I don't think Andy Ruiz is active enough. Now, congratulations, he got back with Manny Robles, which I'm really glad to hear. You know what? I should inbox Manny Robles. Kurt, what about Agate Caballero versus Prime David Tua? Tua would knock him out because he stays too close, and his game plan is to stay close, stay on the chest of that fighter, keep chopping his ass down until you hurt him eventually to the body until he takes a knee, just like all of them did. Mark Madoff, Sanchez, Zhang. They all did the same thing. But someone like David Tua, no. He's not going to give you that opportunity because once he hits you with that shot. And one thing we learned about David Tua was he just didn't have the left hook. This geezer could knock you out with the right because he got with Joe Goosen, and Joe Goosen was like, look, I'm glad that you're a hooker and all, and I know that you can throw that thunder and left hook. Let's work on your overhand right. Then he started throwing the right hand. Boom! And the right was just as hard as the left. I'm like, oh my goodness. So that means to tell me you had two weapons and all you resorted is to throw one, and that was the left hook when you could have been throwing both shots and they're both lethal, the overhand right and the left hook. The uppercut as well. David Tua can punch. If you think Again Caballo is going to stay in there with David Tua and keep working that body, and David Tua not catch him, it's over with. Kurt, me writing in caps, does it help you read it better? If not, I will just type. No, I think people should write in caps just like I write my titles on my videos. No cap, bro. It helps me. Because the smaller it is, the more of a problem it is. I'm getting older. Okay. Anthony Joshua Miller is a classic rivalry. Did I just drop that? I think I just dropped that, didn't I? Okay. Okay, so at 216, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna push that to 3 because I'm live. I don't want that to come out right now. But no, I just had a video that I did about Joshua and Miller because Miller's came out recently and said, you know what, I want him. I want him bad. I want him. Here we go. All right, boom. So at 315, because I'll be off by then. So, Jarrell Miller had a lot to say about AJ. So stay tuned for that. That's popping out. I love Ruiz's style. Just gutted he's not active because Ruiz would put a lot of heavyweights away. You know what? I don't know if he will or not. I just want him back. I'm not making any promises. I'm not expecting much from Andy Ruiz because Andy has the issue with fighting. And here's the problem about inactive fighters. Inactive fighters have to be too hesitant to get fights. It's not like they can't get fights. It's the fights that they have or that's offered to them, they don't want. Think about Andy Ruiz for a second, okay? Before I talk about Andy Ruiz, shout out to Gas Hearsome with that first super chat of the evening. He said, "Did you watch Honey versus Kiki Toa Lutele yet?" No, I have not. I have not. But no, Ruiz turned down. He first turned down Dillian White, then he turned down like a couple months later or a month later. He turns down Luis Ortiz. And see, the problem with that is everyone that made Wilder look better because Wilder was the only person that beat Luis Ortiz and he did it twice. But they used him for that. They used him as that legitimate fighter for Wilder to have an argument enough to ask for more money and a possible unification with someone like AJ. So that's what it was. So the next step was let's fight Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is coming back on the scene and he's claiming to be the lineal champion. So let's knock out the lineal champion and then we can ask for more money against AJ. Then we can go to the negotiation table and say, you know what? I think we want this. So take it or leave it. Right? Kurt, prime David Tua versus Vitaly Klitschko. Tua's too short. Klitschko would eat him alive unless he caught him. And I don't see that because, no. I mean, it could happen because all Tua have to do is just connect with you. You're on Queer Street because he's punched you so hard. The dude has freakish power, bro. Deontay Wilder versus Lawrence Okolie is a good fight for the WBC belt. Wilder ain't gonna want that. Wilder wants what everybody else had, like Tyson Fury, like Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder wants that. You know what I think, people? Let me tell you guys a secret about Deontay Wilder. He's always wanted what someone else had. That's a fact. He's always wanted the limelight. He always wanted the attention from, boxing fans. He wanted to have his name mentioned with Anthony Joshua, so congratulations, he did for a very long time. And it took him to the limit. It actually woke up Al Heyman, Shelley Finkel, and all those guys to start paying him more because they understand, like, wait a minute, Wilder's a lot popular than we think he is. So we need to start offering him these deals. He just didn't take them. So the rest is history, people. What do you want from me? Charles Martin versus Moses Atoma could happen, getting heated between them. I'll be glad if it does. I just want them to pay Charles Martin uh, a reasonable sum of money for fighting because one thing about fighters, they don't have a retirement plan. You see what I mean? Their checks are either through some kind of corporation or the promoter takes a cut and then from that difference, they send off the rest. You know what that means? You have to really trust somebody with your check, but to trust them not to screw you. Because anybody in payroll can already say, you know what, I can't find this. It never came my way. Wilder wanted it, but didn't want to put the work in. I guess not, man. You know, I guess not. Your last video on Macaulay, bro, always said he was only made those lies up in the hope to get a fight out of it, but some froze him out because of lies, so it backfired on him. I seen that, and I couldn't let that go. I couldn't let that go with Martin. And I like Martin McCauley, but I couldn't let that go because if you catch someone in a lie, they're lying. Just like Alexander Usyk, I caught him in a lie a couple of months ago. People almost lost their mind. I'm like, man, listen, and I can't even remember what it is now. McCauley versus Miller when McCauley beats a Jogba. No, no, because I wouldn't want that type of fight. I want McCauley in a position. I want Joseph Parker in a position. I get Kabayel, sure. I think he's going to get the shitty end of the stick. I'm sorry. That's what's going to happen. He's not going to be the most promoted. He's not going to be the guy that people are eager to throw other fighters in with. They already seen what happened to Big Wall of China. And the Big Wall of China's ass got knocked down. I think it was about Fury not hurting him, if I recall. I think it was about okay. Wilder's done. I remember really waiting to see AJ Wilder, but because Wilder took those beatings, if AJ won, he won't get credit. Okay. Well, if that's the case, don't fight him. Kurt, David Tua versus Samuel Peter. Absolute war. Absolute war, bro. That's crazy. Parker showed up, but it's going to be done dirty. Derek Chisora said he wants AJ next. AJ and KOs to Derek Chisora. Yeah, I think he knocks out Derek Chisora. Because it's either he knocks out Derek Chisora or Derek Chisora catches AJ with one thing. Then when he gets hit, he's not as good of a mobile guy or a defensive guy than we thought he was. He falls all the shit. He tries to hold, and he's always a lot taller than the guy, so he's holding the guy down here. You see that? Andy Ruiz, yeah, that was sad, bro. Can you watch the Honey versus Latelli highlights? It's like 4 minutes long. If you love heavyweights, you need to watch this, mate. Okay. Honey versus Latelli. Okay, I'll remember that. But no, I think Danny Dubois is at home resting, just like Don Charles said. And I hope he's getting breakfast in bed. Yo, Kurt, you think if Fabio steps up, will he get smashed up? He's going on about claiming he can hang with them all. Well, I think it's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out. So it is what it is. Andy Ruiz versus Chisora. Now, that'll be a good one. I do think, though, Chisora is too damn old to be taking shots like that. Those explosive shots that Andy throws, they're explosive, bro. Don't get hit. Ask AJ. I can see AJ. You just don't get hit. You watch the left hand. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Watch the left hand. because he's a hooker, isn't it? Dave Allen beats Martin. Andy Ruiz versus Chisora. Mm. But no, man, Daniel needs rest. He needs rest. He needs relaxation. Yeah, I think he needs some peace and quiet. That's what I think. Uh, I think that's pretty much it because we've covered what he went through in when he first got back, when he first arrived. So he told us everything. So Mark McCauley, I hope he trains hard and I hope he's ready this time for whatever may come. But yeah, that's Daniel Dubois though, man. I'm gonna jump off of here. I got a lot of stuff to do though. Daniel Dubois, I have a lot more videos coming, people. So stay tuned for that. And it'll be rocking through 5 o'clock p.m. my time. So it's probably what 10 or 11 o'clock for you guys then. There or what? Well, now it's what about 9? No, 7. Let Daniel come back in 3 months. He is young. Okay. Daniel ducked the fighter of the year. Anthony Joshua versus Huey Fury is good. No, bro, it's not good. It's not good. Okay. Michael Hunter versus Huey Fury is good. That's not good. But anyway, sorry about that rant, guys. I'm gonna jump off of here. Daniel Dubois is coming. I have another live stream for you guys tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. God bless you. Be safe. Clement, 2200 in Cape Town. Please subscribe. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.